In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between standard form and factored form. So in standard form, we have our exponents and variables in decreasing order. So we have x squared, 2, 5x, one variable, and minus 24. Or down below here in this equation, we have 2, 1, and then nothing. In factored form, basically, we're looking at it as the pre-foiled form. So this one, we haven't front multiplied that in yet, and this one we haven't foiled it yet. So we're going to look at something called the zero product property. And in the zero product property, if the product of two real numbers is 0, so if a times b equals 0, that means either a or b has to be 0, because anything times 0 is 0. So that can help us solve equations, some equations, quite simply. So let's look at the equation x times x plus 8 equals 0. That'll be the equation we start off with. So now, if we know that this number is 8, we know that one of the other numbers must be 0. So if we can either do a couple different things. We can start off by saying x equals 0, because x has to equal 0. Or we can say, take this off and just have x plus 8 equals 0. Because we're breaking this down, if x plus 8 equals 0, then we can figure out what x is to equal 0. And if we subtract 8 from this side and 8 from this side, using the subtraction property of equality, we get x equals negative 8. Both of these are true. So the root answers to this are x equals 0 and x equals negative 8, because both of those equal out. And let me show you how that works over here. So if we have 0 times 0 plus 8 equals 0, dash my zeros, 0 distributed in, 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 8 is 0, 0 plus 0 equals 0. So basically 0 equals 0. That is true, so that is a correct answer. And if we put negative 8 in, negative 8 times negative 8 plus 8 equals 0. Negative 8 times negative 8 is 64, and plus 64, because negative 8 times negative 8, this one would be positive, this one would be negative, equals 0. If you add the opposites, you get 0, so 0 equals 0. So using the zero product property, you can solve these equations. It's one way to kind of figure out how to solve them. Makes it a lot easier. We'll be going more in depth on the zero product property in the next video.